How are you doing? Today I'm in a bit of a bouncy mood. I want to share a nice story with you. Actually, it's a testimony. I feel it's not happy. I can't account this happiness to anything. Just feel very bubbly. So don't mind my smiling a lot. So this is the first week of December. Last week, starting from the first, today is the third, being Saturday, the first was on Thursday. Yes, Thursday was the first. So I want to tell you a testimony. After I did my last video, I did the last video. It was on a Friday when I did the last video. That week I was not feeling very well. I think I had food poisoning. After I did my video on Friday, the weekend was good. Then Monday came. If you are at an age where you can comprehend things, I think you've at least had one, if not many food poisonings, and you know how food poisoning, how fast it can accelerate. So on Monday, I was throwing up, and I was having a crazy diarrhea. Then, and I felt. Being a grown up, I did not feel as if it was such a big deal to go to hospital, and I was feeling like my body was strong. So I felt it would pass, so I did not go to hospital. But at night, I was so miserable. Monday night, I was looking forward to Tuesday morning coming so that I go to hospital. Come Tuesday morning, I was feeling a bit strong. It's like a small it's strength between the illness. So the confidence I had on Tuesday morning could not allow me to go to hospital. Then the whole day went by. I was feeling there are like episodes. Sometimes I feel bad. Sometimes I'm okay. Then Tuesday evening came. It was so bad. It was so bad. I felt so bad. As I am a mom and a wife, as a wife, I am the one who makes meals in our house, and I'm the one who takes care of most of the household chores. I had dishes to do, and I had to make supper in the evening of Tuesday, but I was so weak. I managed. I gathered up all the strength I had. I did dishes, but I could not finish making supper. My husband made supper for us, and I went to lay in our bed, and after supper he called me to eat, but I could not risk eating anything because the food poisoning was so bad. It was so bad. When I was in the washroom, when I'm sitting on the toilet, I had another bucket where my almost my whole head was in it, puking. Whoa, it was so bad. I'm remembering that picture. It was so bad, but okay, I'm okay now. That's why it is. The humor is when the situation is gone now. There is humor. That's why I think I feel I can laugh about it. But it was so bad. So Tuesday night after he had made supper, I was just in bed. I had curled up in bed. Then my baby girl was coming at the bed and asking me, "Mommy, how are you feeling?" I tell her I'm feeling bad. She starts crying. So when she asked me, "Mommy, how are you feeling?" I say I'm feeling good. And then she goes on with her games or whatever she was doing. But when I was curling up, I was in that bed, I was in pain, my stomach was hurting, my my throat was hurting. I had such bad breath because of the puking. I I was I had sat so much in the toilet. I, my behinds were hurting. I was sitting there. I was in bed. I was curling up. I remembered that story, my previous video, the story I'd done about the woman who had the issue of blood for 12 years, and I was thinking to myself, why have I not gotten to a point of asking God to heal me and possessing healing? Yet I know He can do it for me. So when I was in bed, I curling up, I started saying to myself, I am healed in Jesus' name. I am healed in Jesus' name. I am healed in Jesus' name. And I was not even saying it in my mind. No, I was saying it out loud, not like shouting that everyone to hear it. I was verbalizing those words. I was saying it with my mouth. I am healed in Jesus' name. I think I said that thing about 6 or 7 times. Then I was still in pain. It's not like it was not working like magic, like healed, pap, done, or I did not get healed. The woman who had an issue, his way, it was hers was immediate. Mine did not come that way. I said that, and then I just stayed in bed, feeling weak, feeling the pain. Then when it was time for us from the family to sleep, everyone went to bed. My husband came to bed. I moved over, and I slept kabisa. So at night I had a dream. I don't even know how to explain this dream. In my dream, I met this being, and I'm saying being because I'm not sure whether I should say it was a human being, because I'm thinking back to that picture, and there are doubts in my head whether that was a human being or what I met. But in my dreams, I met a being, and I felt it was like someone, a friendly person. It was not a scary dream. It was not alarming. It was just calm and warm and welcoming. And you know how a hug feels? A hug from a person you love feels? That's how it felt. It was so nice. And then the being I met had glowing skin, not glowing like how if after you have had a good makeup or your skin is radiating. It was, you know how the moon looks like there's some light emanating from that skin. That's how that being I met, he had radiating, his skin was emitting light, and it was not glaring like it was not like a glaring of the sun that you can't look at it. It was just like the moon. You can look at it and it is shining, and the atmosphere is warm and welcoming and caring. I don't remember even much about the dream, but I remember that incident. And as it happens, morning came, and when I woke up in the morning, I had no pain in my body. I had no pain in my body. And I think from the memory of the previous day, how I had frequent visits to the washroom, I kept going to the washroom waiting for something to you know but it was not happening. I did not go to the washroom and have a diarrhea. I did not vomit. I did not in the morning. The pain was gone kabisa. The pain was gone. No more diarrhea, no more vomiting, no more pain. It was done. And when I woke up in the morning, I just felt like I just like felt like worshiping and praising God. I usually have my morning devotions, and I usually read the Bible and pray, and then a little bit of worship and praises. But on Wednesday morning, I felt just like praising and just worshiping, and I hardly even had enough time to read the word or just pray. I just felt like worshiping. Yeah. And that's how I got my healing, my miracle. And as small, I wanted to share it because as much as it feels small, to me it was great, and I felt so good. I think it's knowing it's a miracle and recognizing it and giving God the praises for it, that felt very nice for me. So leave a comment for me. Let me know an incident where you had maybe some miserable time and then Jesus came through for you in a mighty way, or sometime you had a miserable time in the past and thinking about it right now it feels laughable. Leave a comment for me, please. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.